Xotic performance.
Okay, truck people, welcome to the shop. Today we're installing cold air intercooler pipe from Xotic Performance. They were nice enough to send it down so we can get it put on. A lot of reasons to do this. Let's take a look at it. Right off the top, box showed up in pretty good shape, tamper evident seal. We've all had packages show up. Looked like the UPS guy used it as a wheel chock for a roadside repair. This looks pretty good. You got your new coupler. We'll talk more about that in a minute. Placement clamps. Let's get a look at the pipe. Set this over here. Enough tape to stall a racehorse. Stickers. The number one reason we actually do this. Stickers. Here's your boots. Nice thick quality silicone. 6061 aluminum. Nice finish. Here's your sensor port. Looks like you could do some additional if you're running a secondary air temp sensor or something of that nature. Boost sensor. Looks good. Let's get the old one out. Let's talk about tools. You're not going to need all this. In theory, you could remove the old one using simply a standard Phillips flathead screwdriver. I would recommend a long extension. Your OEM clamp is a 7mm. You can pick up an extension like this. I got this along with a couple more. I think it was a 5 or 6 piece set at your local discount tool store for like 20 bucks. Any excuse to buy new tools is awesome. Let's get it out of there. Shine some light on the subject. This is your intercooler. This bad dog right here. This is your hot side. This is your cold side. You got one clamp way down inside. Nothing to it. Spin that loose. You got one connector, intake air temp sensor. Squeeze your lock, unlock it. You can use wire cutters. I prefer a trim tool. Get up under this guy. Real gentle, nothing to it. So we'll unclip that, pull it out of the way. "90-degree pick." Grab hold of your spring retainer, pop it loose, push it down and around. You'll find the other side coming up. Pop that off, out of the way. Give her a good old wiggle, and she's out of there. You want to grab this guy. No crayon left behind. A little bit of oil, totally normal. If you have a lot of oil, you've got other problems. That's a different video. Now just give her a twist. If she don't want to go right away, just give a little tug and a pull and a wiggle. She's out of there. All right. Now let's talk about the differences. Clearly, this is aluminum, this is rubber, this is plastic. This is what fails. Spend 30 seconds on whatever search engine you choose. You'll find 2019, this model, anywhere all the way back to 2011, this was a problem. Due to heat soak, oil contamination, the rubber can split, the plastic can crack. At the very least, you get a check engine light, hissing noise, low boost pressure. Worst case scenario, you got the family loaded up, the camper's up, you got your boat on the back of the camper, your side-by-side, whatever. You're headed out for a nice weekend, week's worth of vacation, been planning this trip. Next thing you know, you're at a busy intersection, merging on the freeway. Worst case scenario, this guy totally blows off in a high boost situation. You're not going anywhere. That could be a safety issue. That could just be a minor inconvenience. Either way, nobody's going to have this in stock on a Friday night. Your wife's not going to be impressed, so on and so forth. All in all, this should be a 10, maybe 20-minute job. Depends on how many buddies are hanging out with you. It's a minor investment in your future to avoid that. Xotic does good stuff. I'm running head studs in my 24 valve Cummins, stronger than a more well-known brand, literally almost half the price. So we've got to transfer our air temp sensor. Pretty dirty. You'll want to clean that for sure. Like I said, this is totally normal. Little bit of soot, little bit of oil, normal. Find a rag. First thing we want to do, get everything else out of the way. We want to match these up. So this is your new pipe. This is your new elbow. You want to make sure these are clean and dry. A lot of people lubricate them. That's going to be a problem down the road. It will deteriorate the silicone. You don't want to do that. So just fight and wiggle. Twist and push. Making me look bad. Make sure you got a uniform amount. It's a tight fit, and that's what you want. It's not going to be a perfect lineup. You might have to play with it a little bit. Not much to it. All right. Replacement clamps. These are 10 millimeter. Make sure you have locking extensions so you don't lose your 10. If you know, you know. You got to think about how this sits in there, how you can line these up, orient them to where you can get to them. Best bet, probably going to be something like that, and then something like that. Got our new coupler. Aluminum. Got the O-ring already there. Lock clip already there. Just going to set that guy there. And we're going to push this guy right about there. Again, line it up. Pretty good. And probably what I should have done first, before we put this guy on, set our clamps on. Okay, so you do have different clamp sizes. If you look, they're labeled. That'll be important. Otherwise, you'll be cranking for days. You'll never get her done. So, Slide that up till you can feel the flare of the pipe match the boot. You probably want to leave these loose until you actually get it in, just in case you need some minor adjustments. So let's do some installation. Just want to hold these back out of your way a little bit. Slide her down. Line it up. Give it a push and a wiggle. Make sure it seats fully. Nothing to it. I'm going to grab a rag. Clean it up just a little bit. Push everything down and give her a shove. It's a nice tight fit. You'll see the spring expand, clip back down, give it a tug, make sure it's seated. Just kind of wiggle everything till it finds its home. Bring your clamps up. This is your radiator hose, so make sure nothing's going to rub and chafe right there. Spin these around. I think I like that right there. Okay, grab a 10 mil. See if I can do this without blocking your view completely. Start bringing her tight. Keep an eye on your clamp. Make sure it stays in place. You want to tighten this down until the spring starts to compress. You don't want to overdo it. Then again, you don't want to leave it loose either. You'll have a lot of thread exposed. That's fine. You'll feel the spring bottom out. Give it just one little oomph past that, you're good to go. Grab a little smaller ratchet so you can fit in there better. You could tighten this clamp up before you get it in, but 9 times out of 10, if you do that, you'll run into a problem with something not clearing. Just keep going till she gets there. It is a little long-winded, but I promise you'll survive. I can feel it snugging up. I'll reach in with my other hand here, get a better swing on it. Feels pretty good. So you can see the spring's bottomed out. Plenty of thread exposed. No gaps. She's tight. All right. A little bit shorter extension. Make sure it's where you want it. You'll feel it stop. No need to go crazy. Watch out for those spring clamps. Always a good time. As it starts to tighten up, you might not like the way it's sitting. Just back it off. Put it where you're happy. Nothing to it. Okay. Now the only thing left to do is transfer our air sensor. Goes right there. Lines up beautifully. This is just a quick. There's a little lock tab right here. You simply go in with a small screwdriver or a pick. Get some upward pressure on it and twist. Twist, wiggle, and pull. Nothing to it. You can see it's a little dirty. We got some mass airflow sensor cleaner. We'll give her a quick shot and we'll be on the road. You can pick this up anywhere. If you can't get this, a little bit of brake clean will work. Brake clean can be very aggressive. So something actually made for sensors is a better bet. Much better. You can see, if you look right here, just a little bit of a tab. Wiggle it down in, give it a twist. Where she wants to go. It's a tight fit, which is good. You don't want it to leak. Plug it in. We're good to go. You probably want to lay this back like so. Throw a zip tie on it just to keep it out of the way. Other than that, there's nothing to it. Couple quick minutes, couple clamps, and you've avoided a massive failure. So that's all we got today.
Xotic performance. Built strong. Driven hard.